Hey everybody, and welcome to a new video on E.Stampley art. In today's video, we're going to be showing off watercolor pencils. I got these. If you watched my last art haul video, you saw where I got these, and so I'd actually really like to play with them today and see how well they work. Since I have been falling in love with watercolors lately, I figured why not try some watercolor pencils. I have my Cason Watercolor cold press pad here. I'm gonna make a sketch on my paper, put the pencil to the paper, and then add some water to that pencil, and then see what beautifulness we'll come up with. So let's get started, shall we? So when I was thinking about what to do for this piece, I really was trying to figure out something I could do that would be able to use at least most of the colors that are in the watercolor pencil set that I have. So I decided to come up with a sunset and nighttime scene. I thought it would be fun to do the sunset, so have this little silhouette of a little sailboat going off, and you know, and as the sun is coming down with the beautiful oranges and yellows, and then the nighttime set would have more blues and purples, and of course I thought it would be fun to have like a little witch flying through the night. Since this video will be released at the beginning of October, or Witchtober for some people, I figured adding a little witch in here would be kind of cute and fun. Okay, I have finished my drawing, done my inking over it. Now it is time to bring in the watercolor pencils. My general thought process for laying down these watercolor pencils is trying to think about how they're going to look once the water is added to them, so how they're going to blend together. So obviously with the sunset scene, I'm going from reds up to yellows for the sunset, thinking of how those are going to blend together, and a little more darker browns and more violets for the bottom part of the ocean. For the nighttime scene, obviously a bit more purples and blues for the water, and for the nighttime sky going from a light blue to a darker purple. All right, I have laid down my color, and now it's time to come in with the water and the brushes. So while adding the water, I tried to do my best to blend the colors together. Also kind of tried to remember that sometimes the texture and tooth of the paper is still going to show through with the pencil. They don't necessarily blend all the way out, which I was fine with. I kind of was expecting that to begin with. It was kind of nice to go back in a little bit after the fact and add a little bit more color with the watercolor pencil and blend it out. It also was nice to see that you can do the technique of watercolor where if you wet a certain section, you can kind of pull up the color to get back to the white of the paper. It was really fun blending these, especially wetting them and then seeing them just kind of bleed into each other. With watercolor pencils, you have probably a little bit more control than you do with actual watercolor. But yet at the same time, it's, I don't know, it's a little more unpredictable because the color in the pencil is going to look a little bit different, obviously, when wet than it is when you put it on the paper. It actually tends to become a little bit more vibrant, I've noticed, and that's kind of nice to know that you're going to go from this light colored pencil textured look to a beautiful, vibrant watercolor look. I went in after everything was dry with a Posca marker just to add those little white highlights that I wanted to certain areas in the two scenes. And here it is, the final product. Really happy with how it turned out. Just experimenting and playing around with these watercolor pencils. I'll definitely use them again. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a comment down below, or even a nice thumbs up would be great as well. If you want to know about new videos when they are coming out on the channel, you can always hit the notification bell or the red subscribe button down below. If you want to follow more of my artistic journey, you can always do so on Instagram or Twitter at E.Stampley Art. As always, I love to thank you guys for tuning into my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!